Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Raspadori. Now that's a fine challenge. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
DiMarco. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
He would be the obvious eyes, and the shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Raspadori. Up he goes! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Tonali.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Lewandowski, and he cuts out the supply. DiMarco.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Rafinha. Yamal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
This is De Jong. Koundé. Rafinha. And here's Ferran Torres. Italy upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Ferran Torres. Raspadori. Now it's Zaniolo. He's picked his way through. Raspadori. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. That looks a good ball through. And he's got the... He's one-on-one!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ferran Torres. Some resolute defending there. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, no joy this time. And he thumps it clear. They get a throw in.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That'll be a throw. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Balde calmly anticipates. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for the run, Zaniolo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal powering forward here. And Koundé.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Pedri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's cut it out. Rafinha. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che non è consentito parcheggiare intorno allo stadio. Grazie della collaborazione.
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Now Christensen. Araujo. And Balde. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rafinha. Great chance! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Balde got a long way forward to join the attack.
Barcelona have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That has been cut short. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening them down now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Balde works it forward. Ferran Torres. Rafinha.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Barella. Oh, super. Can he put it away? Goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
That's good play. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 26. Viene sostituito con il numero 17.
Rafinha is eyeing up his options in the middle. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Ferran Torres. Pedri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. Balde. It's Pedri. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he stop it going out? Cambiasso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, what a climb! And that would have won it.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Balde pinches it off him. Yamal, Ferran Torres, Yamal, Rafinha,
Il quarto uomo indica 2
pings it
minuti di
across.
recupero.
Chance for the header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot's on here. Fermin! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe, he's through here. He's picked his way through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
This is the time you need that pace.
Some good work on the right flank here. Barella. Goalkeeper's ball. And that has left him in a heap. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
Okay, interesting. Oh, well played. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's Dembele. Koundé, pretty cagey early on from both sides. First quarter of an hour gone. Tonali. Zaniolo. Hernandez gets over and intercepts.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Looking for the run, and he's in on goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, what has happened here? Nkunku. Can he get it through? Well, nicely intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. DiMarco. That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raspadori. That's a decent clearance. Dembele short changes him with that pass. Almost half an hour in now. Deep cross. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. DiMarco. That has been cut short. Camavinga. And here's Nkunku. Hernandez. Oh, that's a key interception. Plays a delicate ball. Zaniolo in acres of space out wide. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! Camavinga tries to clear. Udogi. DiMarco. Goes searching with that cross. Olise. Goes looking wide. It's a good run down the right. Looking for the runner. Zaniolo. Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Italy have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Raspadori.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Olise, Chouameni, and it's Dembele.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Mbappe, and now the breakaway. It's Camavinga. Hernandez. He's had it taken off him. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
He's got full. And another try! That is decidedly lacking.
Dembele simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. He's in plenty of space here. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Olise. He won't be happy with that one. And still, we await the first breakthrough. He is just caressing the ball. Showing good feet. Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Mbappe. Barella. Italy needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Mbappe. DiMarco.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Udogi. That's a throw. Bastoni. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Olise! And he's following up! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 26. Viene sostituito con il numero 17.
So there's going to be another change here. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And here's Mbappe. Di Lorenzo. Barella. That's a nicely measured pass. Pellegrini going full tilt down the left. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bellanova. Tonali. It's a good foot in there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, they could break here. Ball's gone out of play. Mbappe chasing after it. Hits one! It's loose. That's another chance. Cleared without complication.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's an excellent interception.
Italy truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think...
It's Dembele! Oh, yes, it's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Oh no, what has happened here? Pellegrini. Oh, great play! Can he find the finish? They've done it! They have stolen
perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. Can he latch on to this? And that has been knocked clear. He's looking wide. Nice interception, well timed.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Olise. Camavinga. Well read. And the danger is averted. Olise. Tries to get it clear. And he's really put himself on the line here. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's going to go a long way. He won't be happy with that one. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Barella. He's got to be in here! Decent hit! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He gets big! No, not the best of headers. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Threads one in.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Zaniolo. Dembele. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now that's well seen too. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Shifted it to the flank. And he's got his cross in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Barella. Pellegrini. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Di Marco. Barella. Oh, great chance! Great chance! Goal, Italy! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Italy have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's straight offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Di Marco. Pellegrini. Olise. Hernandez. Camavinga. Traoré.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Zaniolo. Barella. Maignan claims it. Chouameni. Dembele. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Olise. Dembele. It's a pretty loose pass. And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. Barcola. Nicely aimed pass. That's been cut out, well played. Di Lorenzo. That is ended up in no man's land.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Zaniolo. Pellegrini, and the shot! Konate with the clearance.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Koundé, and the counter is on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. France showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Barcola. Hernandez. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. Dembele. And that is masterful defending. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Here's Tchouaméni. Koundé. It's Camavinga. Has a goal! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 24.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Keane, spread it left. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Fagioli.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Header!
Italy showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaniolo, there's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Or maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Numero 11.
Italy have their third corner.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 7.
Hernandez tries to clear. France have the chance to go the other way. Udogi calmly anticipates. This is it then, now or never. Well, they can break here. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. The final 5 minutes. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Can he spark a counter here? He is through here. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise.